Hey, X-Tribe, how's everybody doing? Randy Gage here. Welcome you to another episode of our weekly Leadership Webcast. It's 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, so let's get right to it. As you can see, today is the tall, bald guy edition of the webcast. And we're going to have some fun tonight. We're going to talk about the comp plan enhancements. We're going to look at the golden ticket trip. We're going to look at Autoship, how that can help you, help your team, keep your volume focused, and we'll take a couple of minutes and actually show you how to set it up. Since there's questions, it's kind of a tricky deal to do that. And then I want to talk about how diamonds are created. So we got a packed webcast. And before we get into it, I do want to say congratulations, our newest bronzes. I don't know if we mentioned Tracy Stern Signs and Travis Holzman. They were both bronze, so congratulations to them. And then this week, Eric Schwartz made it to bronze, so big shout out to him. And new gold, Fareed Kadar. So that's really a great accomplishment to get to gold. So congratulations to all you guys. And of course, you know, this week everybody bronze is going after an extra $500 for the bronze who breaks, and an extra $500 for their sponsor. And Michael's going to talk about that in a couple of minutes. But Michael, before we get into that, let's talk about Autoship. This is one of the greatest network marketing tool ever developed, I think, is our enrollment line tool that we have in the back office. And it's such a joy to go in, click enrollment line. I've got like 29 or 30 people and just see yes, 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 because most of them are set up for Autoship. And they know their volume is covered. They know they're never going to miss a qualification. They know they're never going to miss a bonus check. So one of the things, if you can get your new people set up with Autoship as quick as they, as soon as they get started, it'll make a huge difference to your business in terms of steady volume, always qualified people, and nobody, not getting some frantic call because somebody got messed up and didn't realize they didn't have an order or they weren't qualified. So for you countries who have it, which in this case I believe is just the United States and Ecuador at the moment, this is a tool that you really should be using. So Michael Smith heads up the U.S. for us and does so much to support us. He's joining us tonight on the webcast. Michael, can you show people, or maybe start with an explanation, because it is a little tricky to set up the Autoship, on the smart, easy way to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey guys, really happy to be here. Thanks for inviting me along. I'm going to actually screen share with you guys and show you, from the get-go, a login and then the setup of an Autoship. The thing that's important to understand, obviously the absolute best thing that you can do is to get your new person on Autoship at the time of enrollment. It's the most intuitive and the one time where no one really has to think because the system is doing the thinking for you. So as you bring people on board, as you onboard them, the most successful way to do that is to set up their future Autoships right at the time of enrollment. But of course, that's not always possible. And so we still do have an Autoship tool in the back office where you can set up your Autoship in the future. You can also, of course, make modifications to that Autoship. The one thing that is a little confusing, I admit, about our compensation plan is that we have this 2-week qualification, but we have in the United States and Mexico the ability to place essentially a double order to be active for 4 weeks instead of 2, and that's where the little bit of a monkey wrench gets kind of thrown into the process. So I want to log in and show you what that looks like. And wow, my internet seems to be going a little slow tonight, but here we go. So once you're logged into an account, obviously you're looking at your cycle points and you're seeing that you're active or you're inactive. So I mean, right now this Michael Smith test guy, he's not active, so he needs to get active and he needs to set up his Autoship. So if you go into the shopping cart you see this big green button right here that's your AutoShip Manager. And when you go in here, it's going to tell you right here that the AutoShip is used to set up a future order. When you set up an AutoShip, it does not instantly create an order that goes off immediately. It's setting up a future order. So if you're inactive, the best thing to do is to place your order today through the manual process and then set up your future AutoShip.
All right, say that.
Pro tip number 1.
Say that one more time. Repeat that.
One more time. If you are inactive, place your order manually and then set up your AutoShip for the future.
And if somebody's enrolling a new team member, is that what you'd recommend there? Is say, hey,
absolutely,
put in your activation order, whichever your 300 points or 360 points or whatever you're going to get for the activation order, and then set up the AutoShip?
You can actually set up your AutoShip while you're doing the enrollment. You can set up both your initial order and your future AutoShip up at the time you're doing the enrollment, and that is the most intuitive time, because then the system knows when you're active, how long you're going to be active for, and when to put that next order in. So what we're going to do is teach you how to essentially do the same thing for yourself. So if you're inactive, you place that you place your order yourself, and then you simply count 4 weeks into the future. So today is Tuesday, the 30th of August. 4 Tuesdays in the future is September 27th. That's when I'm going to set my AutoShip up for. It's the easiest and most intuitive date to choose because it's easy. I can count 4 weeks into the future looking at any calendar. So when I'm here in my AutoShip and I'm setting up my AutoShip, it's really a very simple process. It's a simple cart. You can add any item to your AutoShip that you want. I would recommend not doing crazy things like setting up tickets to Alumbra on your AutoShip. Otherwise, if you're not paying attention, you end up with 4 tickets to Alumbra like Isa had before Alumbra. She only got to go once, so that was kind of a fun deal. So when you add something to your AutoShip, you simply tell it to add to the cart. You choose the quantity. I'm going to choose 4 Beauty In because I'm not very good looking. Add those to the cart, and I can either continue shopping or I'm just going to go to the cart and take a look. So I have 4 Beauty Ins in my cart. Again, if I change my mind, I can continue shopping or I can proceed to checkout. From here, I'm simply going to select a shipping address or add a new shipping address. I highly recommend anytime you're adding a new address that you use this Verify Address button. It really can help avoid problems in shipping. Once you've chosen the address, you may have a card in the system, so you can pay with that card or add a new card. And then you're basically in a section where you're just verifying everything. You're choosing your shipping method, whether you want to have expedited shipping or ground. My order's over 100 points, so the shipping is free. I can choose, because the order is over 120 points, I can choose to make me active for a 4-week period. Now you'll notice this says 2 weeks here. Well, as soon as I click this to make me active for 4 weeks, that becomes 4 weeks. So now I know that I've got a 120 point AutoShip, which will keep me active for 2 cycles. I already know that 9/27 is 4 weeks from today. I change the date to 9/27. I save my AutoShip, and that's it.
All right, so notice, guys, he did 120 points. If you're at the all the higher levels of the plan, you want 60 points per cycle, so that's 120 on a monthly AutoShip. The beginning stages where people are doing 20 points, you'd want at least 40 over 20 and 20 to make sure you were qualified for 4 weeks. But if you're serious, if you're doing anything in the business, obviously you're going to look to have at least 60 points each 2-week cycle.
Absolutely. And then from there, I mean, just to verify, if you go back into the shopping and you click the AutoShip Manager again, you see your auto ship, and it tells you where it's being shipped to, what card, what the billing date is, when it's going to run, what's on it, and it gives you the option to cancel the auto ship. Now, an important note: Fusion runs all of our auto ships for a given commission week on Thursday. So I set this auto ship up for the 27th of September, which is a Tuesday. However, if I back up to the previous Thursday, that's the date that it's going to actually first run. We run all of our auto ships for a given week on Tuesday for two very important reasons. One, on Thursday, I apologize. Yes, we run them all on Thursday for two really important reasons. One, every distributor who wants to be active and is really paying attention, the system knows you're active right away from the get-go, and you see all of your activity for the week before before the end of the week. And two, now as you're adding team members, you know how much volume is coming in from your auto ships right away. Basically by noon on Thursday, all of the auto ships will have run, and you have a really good idea of where you need to go for the rest of the week.
So for you guys who are my personal enrollees and wonder, why do I keep sending you nagging messages every other week and say, set up an auto ship? It's for that reason. That way you can, the weekends on Wednesday, 11, 12 p.m., right, midnight, Thursday morning, you wake up, you go through, you get in your back office, all your auto ships will be loaded by lunchtime, and then you know all of your people who are qualified, and you know where you need to be working. So it really does behoove you to do that, get your people to do that, and your sponsorship line will appreciate it because they'll be able to help you in the best way.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we also did some enhancements to the comp plan. You did a training with Lena on Sunday night. There was some issues with the audio on that, and I know people couldn't hear all of it very well. So let's go through the key points of that, please.
Absolutely. So let's go through here. We talked a lot about the regulations that are happening to our industry, and I know that Randy, you've blogged about it, and I think that we have a pretty good handle on why some of these changes are happening. But what we're really trying to do here is set up kind of an onboarding process for the new distributor that really helps them launch into their business with a focus from their upline on their rank advancement and kind of take them through this career path, through a real startup period for their business. So the first thing that we've done is we've made a change to the building bonus. In our existing comp plan up through week 34, the building bonus paid out really just a token advancement money to the upline and to the individual. It was paying $25, $50, and $100 for executive, senior executive, and bronze. So we've really given the building bonus a lot more teeth. And now we're paying $50, $100, and $500. $500 to both the sponsor and the new EF who reaches bronze in their first Fusion cycle. It really, really should encourage people to hit the ground running, to game plan. This is the kind of bonus for the upline that will really encourage you to work with your track stars, get them off on the right foot, game plan them, get everybody in, and get them to bronze. And bronzes build platinums, and platinums build diamonds. So from there, that's the bonus that you can essentially earn on your new enrollee in their first 2 weeks. So from there, we go into a momentum bonus. Now, what the momentum bonus does is it pays a 20% bonus on the volume of your personal enrollees' orders in weeks 3, 4, 5, and 6. Previously, we only paid a 20% bonus on your new enrollees in their first week's orders. So now we're essentially paying it on at least 2 times as many orders, this 20% bonus, but it's on their weeks 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it really encourages you to keep with those people, keep them engaged in the business, and work with them. On the regulatory side, what this does for us is it shows that we are not trying to bring people into the business with big one-hit orders and then leave them by the wayside. And then from the momentum, so the momentum bonus replaces the old new Fusioner bonus. And then after that, we have this connection bonus. And so the connection bonus replaces the old increased consumption bonus. And it's improved. The connection bonus now pays you a 10% bonus on the orders of your new of your personal enrollees from week 7 and beyond, and they only have to place a 20-point order. Whereas before, they had to place a 60-point order in order for you to get a bonus on their personal orders. So while some things have moved around a little bit, we have extended some periods. We've made it easier to attain these bonuses and easier to attain them on people who are in a maintenance level of ordering. So we're pretty excited about some of the changes to the compensation plan here. The new compensation plan, by the way, the PDF document is now available for download in your back office. Click on the Fusion section and go to the Resource tab on the left-hand side, and the compensation plan in both English and Spanish with the new changes is available. So that's the new changes to the compensation plan. Randy, did you have anything you wanted to say to that?
No, I see that golden ticket. That looks very sexy. You want to talk about that?
Absolutely. So we got the golden ticket. We have a wonderful opportunity. We have this new state-of-the-art factory in Lima, Peru, and we want to show it off. We want to bring as many Fusioners as we can to this tour, and I sure as heck hope that we have a bunch of Americans down there at this tour, and I know that we can do it. And the wonderful thing about this is that it ties so completely well into our new compensation plan as well. So let's talk about how to get to go on this tour. You know, if you want to be one of the first people to see these new facilities, you know, see the magic behind the curtain, personally guided by Alvaro, and really, I'm not sure if we're making everlasting gobstoppers there yet, but we've definitely got some very exciting things. So what you qualify for, before I tell you how. If you qualify for the trip, you essentially earn a 3-day escapade to Lima, Peru. You'll be staying 2 nights at an exclusive resort there in Lima. You'll receive a $450 airline voucher, and the benefit to the promotion is for the primary account holder. If you have a co-owner of your account, both people can attend the tour, but the second person's travel is going to be on you. So from there, how do we qualify? Between weeks 35 and 43, we are currently in week 35, week 43 is at the end of October, you need to stay active with 100 points each cycle. Not 60, not 20, 100 points each cycle. So this is a tour where, you know, you're showing that you're invested in Fusion, and we're investing in you. Get active with 100 points each cycle. Help 3 of your personal enrollees reach bronze rank for the first time. They have to break bronze, not just be paid as bronze. And you have to reach gold at least 1 week in September and at least 1 week in October. If you do those 3 things, you qualify for the Golden Ticket Tour in Lima, Peru. If you only manage to get 2 of your personal enrollees to bronze, and you're active with 100 points, and you're a gold once in September and once in October, you still qualify for the tour, you just don't qualify for the airline voucher. And there's one more way for you to earn the trip as well. If you are a leader and you have 2 individuals who you personally sponsored on your team who qualify for the tour, you qualify for the tour, including the airline voucher. So we definitely want to get as many new leaders and as many existing leaders as we can on this tour. We are super excited, and it's going to be a lot of fun, very educational, and for those of you who haven't been to Lima, Lima's a wonderful city. It's going to be an incredible experience for everybody who gets to go.
Hey, Michael, have they set the actual dates of the tour yet?
Oh, I apologize. Yeah, they have, but it's not on my slideshow. I believe the dates are in February of 2017.
Okay. So if anybody's got them, go ahead and put them in the comments of the on the YouTube page, please. But yeah, I got to block that off because boy, that'll be an amazing trip.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks for being on, Michael. That was really helpful. I hope you guys were paying good attention to that. Let's talk about diamond. Let's talk about the real diamonds you find in the mountains and in the ground. And how are they created? They're created by pressure. They're not created by breezy winds and nice little sunshine and waves lapping against the shore. Diamonds are created by heat and pressure and intensity. And the same is true of fusion. If you want to be diamond, and if you're in this business, you'd be crazy not to want to be diamond. I have to tell you, the lifestyle that the diamond rank affords you in terms of the car fund, the money for your home, the amount of the bonus check that you make, the travel you get, the awards you get, and just the joy, the fun, the significance, the contribution of being able to help with your team, see people breaking ranks, seeing people develop. It's such picking your hours, choosing the people you work with, the great tax benefits, the travel opportunities, the solid residual income. It really is a lifestyle that is, I think, in the top few percent of the world. In other words, of any profession, any business. If you look at the kind of incomes that Fusion Diamonds make and the kind of lifestyle they live, it's one of the best jobs anywhere in the world. But to get that job, it's not easy. You've got to be in that pressure. You've got to be willing to do that. And so what does that look like for you? That looks like going to your candidate list and looking at the people that maybe you're a little afraid to call, that, wow, they have a high education, or they have a high income, or they have a very lofty title, and I don't know, I'm a little nervous about approaching them. That's the kind of pressure we're talking about, the pressure where you get out of your comfort zone. Nobody goes diamond in their comfort zone, and you won't be the first. If you want to be a diamond with Fusion, you've got to be willing to get uncomfortable. You've got to be willing to choose to put yourself into pressure situations, not into easy situations, not into comfortable situations. We can go all over the world, and we're going to see the same thing in country after country after country. In the developed world today, people are watching 6 to 7 hours worth of television a day. Now, let me give you some breaking news. You can watch 6 or 7 hours worth of television a day, or you can create an amazing dream lifestyle, but you can't do both. You got to choose one or the other. So it's a thing about calling your key, your chicken list people on your prospect list. It's about stretching your hours. We say it takes 10, 12, 15 hours a week to build a Fusion business. So if you're really serious about being a diamond, well, you might stretch an extra 2 hours a week and get those extra 15, 20 calls to prospects, that extra 1 or 2 presentations that make the difference. It means stretching and getting to the next major event. We always have these every 3 to 4 months coming out, and now we are weeks away. We're literally, I mean, I will be leaving on Thursday for the Explode event in Mexico, which we have this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then, of course, the Explode America is coming up. What is the dates? Okay, 16, 17, and 18 of September in Dallas. And for you Americans, remember the hotel block ends tomorrow night at midnight. So you got to make sure your people get their hotel rooms by tomorrow. We have the Brilliance Banquet at the Dallas event. That's going to be a really special evening with some high-level business building insights. That'll be a lot of fun. So you may want to register for that as an additional thing. But get registered for one of the, if you're in Mexico at the Mexico one, you U.S. guys for the U.S. one, for you guys in the other countries, the next major event in your country. And I get it means a babysitter, it means getting the kennel for the dogs, it means making arrangements, time off from work, travel, hotel. We get all that. But the reason why we stress them and we encourage you so strongly to do them is because they really do make a difference for your business. You will build belief, you will gain confidence, you will develop new skills. I told you when I did that Facebook training, we've got Julissa Pezzo doing the product workshop in Dallas. We've got Dr. Columbus doing the product workshop in Mexico. We've got Alvaro going to be at both events sharing his vision. I've got 4 or 5 diamonds at each of those events who will be telling you exactly how they went to diamond and what you need to do to get to diamond. And looking really, really good to have that new protein at the U.S. event. I can tell you it's not final, but it's looking really good right now. So I can tell you that is a product that will change the game for us. I think that'll be our signature product in the United States, and every country that we bring it out, it will become the signature product. It's that good. It's that amazing. And it'll make that much of a difference. So that's the deal. Let me see where we at on the timeline. We have 1 day, 4 hours, 32 minutes, and 0 seconds to close out the week. So you know what that means. As soon as we wrap this up tonight, get in your back office, look at your next rank. What is that percent? Go down and click View Rank Qualifications. It'll tell you anything you're missing to get to the next rank. Look at that and then make sure you get at the best rank. Because when I talk about going diamond and pressure, you know what the next thing would be? It would be going across the stage at the next rank, at the next major event, at your next highest rank. It's doing what it takes to break that rank advancement. So look at that, and then go over and click enrollment lines and look at all your people and see who do you have who might be one customer away from becoming a senior executive. They got, you know, one customer who buys a box of a Termo tea and Tano carb, and that could be the difference of them being customer, or being executive or senior executive. And then, of course, look right now and really zero in on bronze. Even the people who have, because they may say, hey, they're 87% to senior executive, but if you look, they're not. They actually are very close to getting to bronze as well. And if you could dig a little deeper, you could see that. Because remember, with these new changes, every new bronze this week, they get $500 as a builder's bonus, and you as the sponsor get $500 as a matching builder's bonus for being the sponsor. 2 or 3 bronze, you're talking about adding $1,000 or $1,500 to your income this month. So you say, wow, how do I go to Dallas, or how do I go to Mexico City, and how do I find money to build my business? Hey, get out there and break some ranks. Break some bronze, and you really can get some income coming in. So thanks for being on, everybody. Michael Smith, as always, it's an honor and a pleasure. We appreciate you and value you. You guys know the drill. We'll be back next Tuesday doing the same thing. Go out and have an amazing week. Peace, everybody.